working with Dagrin was fun because he was a very chill guy, and he told me, in Dr. Frabs' studio, he said, and Dr. Frabs too, God rest his soul. And he was like, Mama, I want you on one song, and that song, I want it to be a song to thank God. So he had not dropped his verse for the song. So I just did the hook for him to drop the verse. And the way I did the hook, if you go and listen to the song, it was just one take. What I was planning to do was when he now comes back after laying his verses, I'll now add Missy, Jara, and all those things. But I was not around and I was really busy. So I told him, I said, my brother, if I can't come and do all these things, like, to shaping the song, to add ad-lib and all that, maybe you can take out my voice and put somebody else's. But the verse and everything, no one, you get me? But he said no, that he would never do it. That if I like, let me travel to Babalada. Anyhow that I drop that first take, that's what he's going to use. If you listen to the song, it was just one take, first verse, second verse, and there was no ad-lib at the end, nothing. And I'm so proud that he insisted on doing that because that's arguably one of my biggest features till date. May God rest his soul, and I'm so grateful to Dagrin. Hello, everyone. My name is Omawumi, and I'm here to break down my new single, In Love, on NotJustVerses. So making In Love was really fun. It was Spells who produced, and Spells is like a mini genius, like a deity on his own. And Spells is behind some of Wizkid's, Tiwa's, Spells, his discography is popping. You get what I mean? So I was actually even a bit scared, to just go into his space because I will not understand his work dynamics. But he was so warm and so welcoming, and he made me feel at ease. And he told me, which would you prefer? Do you want a beat or you want us to create something together? I said, I like creating stuff from scratch. And that's what we did with In Love. I was there, we created it from scratch. And then, you know how it be for studio now? Different people go there inside studio. I was in the studio. As we were hearing it, we were just vibing. I was picking speaks from, everybody as it was coming. And I wanted it to be as simple as possible so that everybody can sing along. And I think we achieved that at the end of the day. It's a long time I've been feeling you love. Hurry up and get me, I'll be on my way home. Look into my eyes and tell me, say you no lie. This kind of love is made in the movies. This kind of love is making me lose it. See, how can I do this? I just want to be the one to share your pillow. In Love is basically about, maybe you don't test different waters, then you don't come finally find the person where we say you the jail with, like the real deal. So the first verse, it's a long time I've been feeling you love, and that kind of thing. So hurry up and get me, I'll be on my way home. Look into my eyes and tell me, say you no lie. I just want to lay my head up on your shoulder. So it's basically like saying, you don't take, we would only, feel ourselves. So let's not waste time because I've already now seen that you have what I need, So it goes further to explain, this kind of love is made in the movies. This kind of love is making me lose it. How can I do this? You get what I mean? Like, oh God, it's too sweet. I'm confused. I just want to lay my head on your shoulder. Sometimes when you see, especially if you're watching Indian film, you see two lovers like this, the thing would rise, kutu, kutu, kutu. But, next thing you will just see that they will just rush each other, just hug. You will constantly get go rest on top of the guy's shoulder. That was the narrative of what I was trying to get with that. Out of all the projects that I have released till date, to say that, okay, this particular body of work is like a personal project to me, I don't know how it comes across because it just lets I talk, say, I be mama, all the children where I born, some were some fine, all the children are fine, and all the children, in places that say born, them paying. You get what I'm saying? So the process for making most of I'm very meticulous with what I put out, and, from start to finish. And I try as much as possible to put out timeless music. So I would say all of it, yeah, I would. But there are some songs that you will hear me just like venting. Now you will know that, oh, this one is not, she wants to make hits. You get what I'm saying? But everything has its own oomph. I'm grateful for the fact that females are getting recognition in the industry compared to how it was before. But I still feel like not necessarily a long way to go, but there's a way to go. I feel like the females sometimes still need to work twice as hard. But, shout out to all the females that are, like doing it right now and are doing it, big. It gives me joy to have been part of the process or part of the storyline of, how far it has come. So yeah, but I feel like there's still more work to be done. I feel like it should be like an equal playing field, or even possible, let the females be more. I said what I said. Nothing I never see, nothing I never hear. Breakfast was serving me, I'd break for every year. But this one na melody, this na anomaly. This one go make you dey fall in love. In love, in love, in love, in love. So the chorus is, nothing I never see, nothing I never hear. Breakfast was serving me, heartbreak everywhere. So that thing where it says, that play on words like, oh, she don't chop breakfast or they don't serve her breakfast. So it was just like, this breakfast was serving me. Like, as it wasn't just then serve you breakfast. Like, as in breakfast personified. Like, anywhere where I turn like this, they does a break up with me. So it was just, like further explaining that I wasn't really getting the real deal. Then I now go further to say, but this one, a melody. So it means that it's, when melodies, because melody is, if I think it should be defined as sweet music, like melodic. That's how So I was trying to just like say, this one, a melody. That means this is like sweet music. This na anomaly. And something that is an anomaly is something that is not normal, that you don't come across it all the time. And then I further went into say, this one will make you fall in love. Oh, it's just, if you go and listen to this song is just sweet. And even you actually hear it, you will know, it's not because it's me and my market and I'm selling it. Yes, I have, collaborated with a lot of musicians, my good old friends, my mentors alike. And I've been lucky to have had, a lot of collabos that stand out. One of the things that, like I said in the previous question, it's really hard to say, okay, this one didn't really do it for me, or that one did it for me. Like, everybody that came on any of my body of work was intentional. There was no maybe, if now who I see, I ain't go take. I'll give you an example. There's this song on my album, my Timeless album, which is a live album, by the way. I wrote that song. It's called Play Na Play. I wrote it in 2013, and I told Cobams that I want Angelique Kidjo on this song. I didn't know Angelique Kidjo. I didn't know how to reach out to her. And you know how tedious features were then, to get these international stars. But I didn't relent, and I pursued this woman, and I'm so grateful for how gracious she was to bless me with a verse. And we recorded in 2017. So that was 4 years after I wrote the song with the intention of who I wanted on the song. That is to give you like context as to how particular I am with my features and deliveries. So everyone from LD to Two Face to NATO C to Dagrin, to everybody that I've worked with, Fino, Waje, everybody, they get the thing where they make me go the finding. That's where I would just answer that question. Even if I day low, say now you they wake me up. You know. And even if I daydream, make nobody wake me up. That's how you make me feel on God. This kind of love is made in the movies. This kind of love is making me lose it. How can I do this? I just want to be the one to share your pillow. Yeah. Whenever I feel low, say now you they wake me up. So it goes for that to say, like, whenever I feel low, now you they wake me up. You know now. So he goes, like you know now. And then even if I daydream, make nobody wake me. Because there's sometimes you'll be in relationships that are so surreal. So in this verse 2, I've gone on further now to say that place I was describing in verse 1, I am now there. So I'm in a dream. Don't wake me. That's how you make me feel on God. Like I swear to God. And then we go back to the pre-chorus. This kind of love is made in the movies. This kind of love is making me lose it. How can I do this? I just want to be the one to share your pillow. So the song basically just describes itself. I made the lyrics relatable, so that everybody that hears it will not go and look at dictionary. Okay, there are numerous things that fans say about my music, so many things like, oh, how it's touching. But one of the things that always comes up, especially for this song called Make Believe that I sang in my local dialect, everybody who approaches me about this song says that I don't know what you're saying in the song, but the song always makes me happy. And I will come and look, like, well, I'm pleasantly tickled when I hear stuff like that. That my music makes their mood will change from sadness to happiness. Let me say my music is jazz. You understand? Yeah. Where is my favorite place to be on this earth? I will shock you. My bed. Under my duvet. With Netflix or Prime, binge watching one boring detective slow burn series with a glass of whiskey and extra enjoyment. I will call it small joke. But you get what I mean, so that's me. So no matter where I travel to, home is always the best case. When people look back at my legacy, I try to be modest because who has legacy? I don't really know, But, for worry, they send a big name and they kiss small dog. They say, Mama, legend. Hey, no, let's not do that, But what I want people to always get out of my journey and my craft is my ability to communicate, to emote, and the authenticity of who I am as a person and how that affects you as a consumer, listener, or fan. Hello, everyone. It's me again, Omawumi, and I am here to tell you that I just finished breaking my new single, In Love, on NotJustVerses. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.